I am back. Hello everybody, it is me, the gamer from the Slaughter Gray, and welcome back to, Doki Doki Literature Club. And my book recommendation, I recommend this, how about we start with this? Let's start with something, and I don't know what would be a good starter, but I guess I'll start with something that is it's still pretty good in itself. Franeknstein. Yeah, Franeknstein. I think we all know it. But I recommend the original novel by Mary Shelley. I think you find find the Barnes and Noble version in your. And anywho, onto the game. But I guess I like tea. Don't let yourself get intimidated. He's just trying to impress you. Well, that's not it. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, even though I'm lying about that. I at least enjoy tea. Like, I definitely enjoy tea, though. That is not disputed. I'm glad. Rudy faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises her eyebrow, then smiles at me. She's onto something. So, what made you consider the literature club? Shush! Shush! It is a riveting story. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I practically was dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Tell me about it. But I think it is important to know something. And I mean something about politics. Real politics. Anywho. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I am fulfilling that dream. A dark dream, perhaps? At least I'm here to make it dark. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri nods in agreement. Even Besuto fuwendo thinks so. Then I'm surprised there aren't many more people in the club yet. I mean, like, it must be hard to start a new club, I'm guessing. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. Already trying. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we are all really going to grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Yeah, this club's going to burn. It's going to burn hot, blazing, and just trail of death everywhere. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monaco must have worked really hard just to find these three. And I'm glad to see that my advice is paying off. Maybe that's why, they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Maybe they all were looking for new friends. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Dark Dream, what kinds of things do you like to read? I like horror, and philosophy, and self-improvement stuff too. Like Larry Winget. That guy is awesome. He says it straight. Trust me. Good old Larry Winget will not steer you wrong. If you can handle him, that is. Consider how little I've read these past few years. I don't really have a good way of answering that. And manga. Manga's good. Manga's real good. I mean, I recommend Dead Man Wonderland. The manga is so good. It is so good. It is really, really good. It's so good. The anime is good, but I think the manga is actually rather better. I'm gonna cry later to myself. Half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Say it, girl! Yeah, you better run. You better say something. I mean, take advantage. Take example out of Yuri here, besuto fuwendo. She says stuff. She can stand in front of me and say whatever she wants. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Besuto fuwendo? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build up deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a full world is equally impressive. That is a good analysis there. I never thought of it that way. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She's even so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in. But it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Ooh, same here actually. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination by completely throw you for a loop? Excuse me, I have a little bit of a stuttering problem. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I thought you would be a fan of that. But I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to in the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could see that. But if a story makes me think, or it takes me into another world, then I really can't put it down. I know, right? Definitely, besuto fuwendo. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes darted over to me for a split second. What? Never mind, I thought so. Be careful. I'm a dark dream. I'll haunt you for the rest of your life if I have to. Or just provoked. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left the piece of scrap paper behind the last book club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything about you is just as cute as you are, you know that. Sayori sit something up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Excuse me. Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share some with me? No. Natsuki averts her eyes, like the rude girl she is. You wouldn't like them. Not very confident writer yet, huh? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. I can agree with that. I mean, when I write for myself. Just write whatever interests me. Just stuff that I would want to read, that would fascinate me. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. It's a pretty deep way of looking at writing. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? I mean, I guess I kind of do that a little bit in my writing. You know, something to think about. I mean, I guess I do actually, now that I think about it, because I do have characters that I even model after myself, like parts of myself. Maybe if you share some of your own work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Ugh. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. I'll stand in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri looked quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. And next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Dark Dream? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. But hold on, there's still one problem. Why do you keep smiling at me? Do you really like me? What's that? I still refuse to say that. It's so annoying. Anywho, now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forward for what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club! So you already may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. So I have other clubs to look at, and I lost my train of thought. Oliver will stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought... Dark Dream... You all... Defenseless against these three girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? This is... if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes! I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Stop it! Stop it! Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. Why did that scare you? And why... If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would've been super pissed. Guess what, lady? That's basically what I did. And that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monoko looks over at me once more. Dark Dream, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? Even though I'm being modest. Yeah, I'm just being modest. I'm not really sure on how... I don't really have an opinion on how well I write. I like to think it's okay. Or good. I hope it's good. That's what I aim for. I'm being modest. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Dark Dream! Since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the classroom and make our way home. On the way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, fuwendo, and of course Monica. I'd be happy spending every day after school in the literature club. Perhaps I have the chance to grow, perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I just need to make the most of my circumstances. And I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever who likes your poem. Huh? Cry. Sensation. The fear. Crying with the sensation of fear. Pleasures of existence. Leave. Leave quite the number, of individuals to covet. That in which reminds them of how unstable how stable comfort is. As we find ourselves facing the entropy of reality. and the pain that comes with that. But even with such pain, it can indeed be combated with determination. With calm, and remaining calm in such circumstances. Even when things seem uncontrollable. There can be insight found within, which one must breathe. No matter how much things seem to be in disarray, to really consider what is precious to them. In the entire universe. And unprotected with strength as though unrestrained. And move on forward with the time that they have. Hi again, Dark Dream. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I kept my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Dark Dream. I hope this isn't too overwhelming, of a commitment for you. Wouldn't say it is. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. So he already told me he didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. Girl. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Ooh, you read manga. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying manga and manga. Manga's literature! Finally an agreement! Or another agreement. Still came for the cupcakes. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Dark Dream always gives his best as long as he's having fun. True. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking and cleaning my room. And disposing of things that others have no business in knowing. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy. It's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? No, we're fighting. Can't you see that? I might be a little jealous. No. Friends that fight as often as this, I don't know if it's a really good friendship. How come? You and Dark Dream could become good friends. Maybe even best friends. Besuto fuwendo! Sayori! Shut up! As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird sensation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even bought you something today, you know? Oh, wait, Sayori! Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. She already made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? Sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. Man, how dare you hurt my best little friend, I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yes. This is no occult club, but I think you make this club more interesting. I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Wait, character mixed up. But yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Well, here. She reaches into her back and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so you should keep your attention. Even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you want it. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you! I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Not everyone's settled in. I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. Well, that doesn't seem to be the case. I mean, Sayari and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. In the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. Best little friend, I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Reading manga, I'm guessing. I'm really curious to talk about Yuri a little bit more. At the same time, I feel bad for distracting her from reading. I got a glimpse of the cover of her book. It's like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. That only makes her hide her face deeper into the book. Sorry, best little friend, though. I was just spacing out, that's all. I mutter this, sensing that made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. I was just focused, and I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. I was just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear it. Once it starts to pick up, I might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. You got me an occult book, didn't you? Oh, thank you. You really are best little friend, though. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. Ooh, that's sad. It's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story. So that dark turn came from nowhere. You kind of spoiled the book a little bit there. Oh well. Still curious though. Already gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Dark Dream? No, I love that sort of stuff. I mean, it's not that, you know. I mean, I could definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. I mean, I loved Madoka Magica. And heck, this actually reminds me a lot of Flowers of Evil. I know a lot of people are not a fan of how it looks, but it's a really good anime. You know, when it comes to stuff like this, a really good psychological anime. I definitely recommend it. If anything, I feel its art style actually helps with the creepiness of it and the dark themes. I hope so. I just hope it gets a season 2, stuff like that. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. Horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals, or their own personal philosophy that they believe in. And then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. Huh. I'm rambling, aren't I? You and some other writer friends I know. But that's fine. Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. That's something I wish some other people, would say. I really don't think you need to worry though. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? I said that when I botched that up. You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I'll retrieve the book that I had into my bag. Had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? Slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah? Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. I'm getting a little too into this. The video is running a little bit long. So I'm gonna stop it here. Will developments grow even stronger between me and besuto fuwendo? Stay tuned to find out. In the next chapter of Doki Doki Literature Club, Slaughter Edition. So, yeah. Alright, with you guys next visit.